Hello and welcome to tonight's lesson. Of course, a little bit delayed. This was supposed to be yesterday's lesson. However, I had a bit of a technical problem. And thank you all for being incredibly understanding and, of course, wishing me well in, of course, fixing the problem. So yes, thank you very much. And I hope that lots of you can join in the live lesson today instead of it being yesterday. Everything seems to be working perfectly. So yes, it was not such a big issue. Just a cable problem that I needed to get a new cable. I think the other one was broken or something. But yes, thank you very much indeed. All right. So, yes, today's topic will be talking about food. So yes, it's always an interesting topic to talk about. I like this topic because it's basically something that we all enjoy or we all like. So food is a great topic for us to talk about with our friends, family, and new people that we, of course, have just met. So yes, it can include lots of different situations. And food is a great way to understand different cultures and, of course, share some information and knowledge about your culture or, of course, your new friends' culture as well. All right. So let's just post this up onto Facebook just to let people know. And there we go. I'm good. Yusuf, hello. Yes, you are one of the first people here. Thank you very much for joining. Let me pop out the chat there. There we go. I can see it better now. Amina, hello and good evening. Yell, hello and good evening to you. And Julia also, thank you very much for joining. Lovely to have you here. Chaddy, hello. Yes. The monitor is much better now. I've got the streaming part on there, which is much better. Yes, Len, hello, good evening. Thank you very much for joining from the living room or the bedroom. I'm not sure. I think you're putting Sophia to bed. So yes, good night. All right. So yes, as I said, today we're going to be looking at, of course, some, food-related vocabulary and phrases. All right. So, Saba, hello. Thank you very much for joining. All right. Aye, good evening. Lovely to have you. Thank you very much for joining us as well. Yes, it is past her bedtime. All right. So, let's take a look at today's lesson. So, what we're going to do is we are going to go over to the PowerPoint presentation and we're going to take a look at using a lot of vocabulary today. This is quite, I would say, vocabulary heavy. To talk about food, to talk about things and different topics about food, we need to have some, I would say, broader knowledge of vocabulary. It's great for us to use in many situations. So as we go along, please feel free to try and practice using some of the vocabulary or the phrases in the chat. And as we go along, I will try my hardest to, of course, check and correct if need be. So don't hesitate. Please try and use the new vocabulary and phrases that you may know. All right, so let's go over to here. And as you can see, we are talking about food, of course. And I would say the most common question that everybody asks, what kind of foods do you like? So it's only natural that we start with, of course, looking at the ways of expressing like and dislike for food. So let's take a look at like and don't like. Very simple, very easy, but there are a couple of variations, differences in here that may help. So let's take a look at these ones here. Aria, hello and good evening to you too. Thank you very much for joining, of course. All right, so let's have a look here. What is my favorite food? Too many to choose from, but certainly your menudo is the best. All right, so let's take a look here. Okay, I like is the first one. Very simple, very easy, and of course, one that I'm pretty sure most people will be familiar with. Okay, no problem. No problem. You don't need to apologize for missing lessons. It's fine. All right. So yes, I like, right? Very easy. I like potato chips. Yes. Yusuf, great. I like eggplant. Yeah, perfect. No problem at all. Although in British English, aubergine. Yes, eggplant is aubergine. All right. Then the next one. Be careful, you're driving. I was shocked then, actually. But yes, be careful while driving. Basma, hello. I'm doing well. Thank you for joining in. Lovely to have you. The next one here is I don't like. Of course, very easy, very familiar as usual. I don't like tomatoes, or if you want to, tomatoes. It's up to you. All right. But again, just I don't like. Rosemary, good evening. Hello. You are not late. We've only just started, so don't worry. All right. The next one, again, I love, yeah. In this case, we can use it to express that we really like something more than others, right? I love ice cream. And notice there, I extend the sound of love, right? We usually extend it. We say, I love ice cream. Just to emphasize, to give it more power. And that's a very natural way of using this phrase. We just use it to give it a little bit more power. I love chips. Yeah, good. Nice. All right. The next one, and the opposite of love, of course, is hate. I hate, or another one that is very similar, which I think is useful to use, I can't stand, right? It means exactly the same as hate. I hate or I can't stand, right? I hate onions, okay? Yes, I like mussel curry. Oh, interesting. Cool, I like it. Good. Okay. The next one. Again, if you want to give a little bit more emphasis, we can add in absolutely to, of course, I love. So again, here, we're giving it a little bit more power. So we would say, I absolutely love, and then da-da-da-da-da, right? This one here, I absolutely love sushi. Now, that's not true. I don't eat it. Okay. Of course, we can use like I dislike. That's fine. That's no problem. I just don't think that we use it enough. I'm trying to think of ways in which we can communicate in, I would say regular fashion, and it's an everyday phrase that we use. Dislike, yes, we can use I dislike, no problem. But most people say I don't like. It's more common. All right, the next one, the last one is I'm not a lover of. I like this one because it's an interesting one, right? It's not as heavy and it's not as hard as saying I hate or I can't stand. We can say I'm not a lover of, and then the food that you dislike or you don't like, right? I'm not a lover of cheese, right? It means that maybe I can eat it, but I don't like it so much. Yes, we could say using this phrase here, I'm not a lover of, and then whichever one you want to choose. I absolutely love food cooked. Oh, interesting. Cool. Nice. Very, very good indeed. Okay. So yes, we can use these phrases to describe and say what we like and what we don't like, right? Very, very, very simple, easy to remember phrases there. Okay. So let's take a look at an example of here, right? What kind of food do you like? And this is actually true for me. I like Japanese noodles, ramen, udon, soba, etc. However, I absolutely love roast dinners in the UK. We often have roast chicken, lamb, turkey at Christmas. It's the best. But I'm not a lover of fish. I never have been. I find, so remember we looked at this before, I think in the last lesson, I find, kind of using I think, I find the smell and taste too strong. Okay, so yes, we can use those ones there. All right, so while we're here, please tell me, what kind of food do you like? Or what kind of food don't you like? So let's have a quick practice. I know some of you have used a few of the phrases and sentences already. Perfect, great stuff. But let's give it another try. Maybe try, of course, using a couple of them together. So let me know, what foods do you like, don't you like, you are not a lover of, or you can't stand something? Yes, let me know in the comments. I will be happy and glad to see what you guys like. So as you can see on the screen, this is true for me, all right? I do like Japanese noodles, and I do love roast dinners in the UK. Basma, I love Moroccan food, but I'm not a lover of eggs. Awesome. Okay, interesting stuff. Yeah, that's a good one, right? Fantastic. Yes, we can use, of course, talking about a specific country's food, right? Moroccan food, yeah, Algerian food, Japanese food, yeah, British food, yeah. Many people don't like British food. I don't know why. Julia, lovely. I love spicy food, especially thontan gum and so. Okay, perfect. Very good indeed. Nice, 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 nice. I like it. I am not a lover of lettuce. Okay. That's an interesting one. Yeah, good. Very good indeed. Cool. I think we all change over time. Basma, I love British food. Oh, good. I'm glad some people do. All right. Usually people don't like British food. I don't know why. All right. But anyway, good stuff. Very good. Okay. So let's move along then to the next part. All right. The next part that we're going to look at here is, how is something cooked, right? And this is something that we can talk about when what we like, right? We talked about like how it's cooked. For example, I used roast as a good example of how something is cooked. And we can use that also to talk about things that we like, right? Yo, I love seafood. Squid is my favorite, especially squid slad, but I can't stand fish. Ooh, interesting. You like seafood, but you can't stand fish. Very interesting stuff. Amina, I like Tunisian food, but I'm not a lover of Chinese food. Yeah, good. That's a good, a good sentence to use. Comparing different country food, no problem. I like cooking vegetables like squash, potatoes, sweet potatoes, leaves, and water spinach. Ooh. Len also loves to cook sweet potato as well. Aria, I like and usually have home cooked meal most of the time. Great. But I never miss a chance if I get to have fast food items like hamburgers or sandwiches. Nice. Okay, good stuff. All right, so let's take a look then at how things are cooked. All right, and here are some of the ones that we can use. For example, steamed, right? Something is steamed. Usually steamed rice, steamed vegetables. We can say something is steamed, right? Of course, depends on where you are, where you live. But yes, steamed is a good one. Indeed. You like cooking food? Great. Yes. Cooking is a great way for many people, I think, to relax. Yes. I used to enjoy cooking, but Len is such a good cook that, I don't need to cook anymore. Her cooking is far better than mine. So, yes, it's not good for me to try. Okay, the next one is grilled, right? Often we use this with vegetables or meats, right? Or fish as well. Many things we can say grilled. Grilled fish, grilled pork, right? Boiled is another one as well, right? Usually boiled vegetables. I think you can also boil rice, especially we do in the UK. Steamed rice is better, of course. Smoked is a good one as well, yes. Another interesting way of cooking. Smoked, yes. Smoked ham, smoked fish, yes. As I said earlier, roasted is a good one. Usually you put it in the oven for a long time. Like a turkey, it takes about 2, 3, sometimes even 4 hours to cook. Slow roasting the turkey. Toasted is another one. Not so popular or common, but yeah, toasted could be used, especially for bread. But we can also use baked as well. But fried is one that we can use, right? Fried is a good one. Okay. Nadia, hello. Yes, boiled eggs. Yusuf, absolutely. Of course. No problem at all. All right. What's the difference between grilled and smoked? Thank you very much, right? So, generally, what we would see is that grilled would be, of course, like the fire would be under, right? So you would be cooking it under the fire, the heat. Smoked is actually, it's above the fire and the smoke is cooking the meat or the fish. And it gives it a different taste and texture. Yes.
How about sizzling?
Sizzling?
Yeah.
Sizzling is, it's kind of a description of what it looks like and how it is. It's not a way of cooking. Yes. Can I say I like more Sin's potato? Yeah, I suppose so. Yes, Tra, hello, good evening. So that's the difference between grilled and smoked. Usually smoked is a little bit higher up, and it's all about the smoke that is cooking it, not the fire. When it's the fire, it's grilled. There's a little bit of a difference there. All right. Okay. Yes, Aria, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, deep fried. Now, we've got fried, but we've also got deep fried. This is when, of course, you have a lot of oil, and you usually put things like fish or some meats, and you deep fry them in the oil. It's not pan fried, it's deep fried. So, for example, in England, fish and chips, that's deep fried. Yes. Thee, hello, good evening to you. Thank you for joining. Okay, there's a new one as well. Air fried is an interesting one. Air fried. I never knew about this until a few months ago. But yes, air fried. They have a new device that they use to make fried food a little bit healthier. Okay, poached is another good one. Someone said boiled eggs, but we can have poached eggs, poached fish as well. This is another interesting way of cooking, usually in a little bit of water, not much, just a little bit of water, and that is called poaching, of course. And the last one, the most important one that we can use for cooking, that is microwaved. No, this is a joke. I'm just kidding. My microwaved is not the great way of cooking food. It was just a joke. Because nowadays we try to cook quickly, and microwaves are very easy. But yes, it was a joke. No, it's not the best way at all. Okay, the next part is looking at different tastes. Okay, so what we can use is, for example, we've got about 5 or 6 important tastes. Spicy, of course. Salty, no problem. Sweet, yeah. Sour, be careful with this one, the pronunciation. Sour, right? Kind of like hour, right? Sour. Many people say sa. Be careful with the pronunciation of this one. We say sour. I hear a little bit of a different pronunciation sometimes, so that's why, just to be careful with that one, sour, right? So if you want to practice, try to use hour and then just sour. It's exactly the same way of pronouncing it. I like to eat spicy food. Yes, me too. I've become a little bit more interested in spicy food. Ravinda, good evening and Happy New Year to you too. Yes, although the next day after eating spicy food is not so great. All right. Bitter is another good taste that we can talk about. The next one, bland. Yes, bland means no taste. Kind of like it's kind of boring. Yeah, we would say bland is a good way to describe something that has no taste. And something that has come to my attention just recently, actually when I was looking at this topic, is we say umami. And I didn't realize that people use this in English because it's a Japanese word. But it's actually become quite popular. So it's used to describe a pleasant, savory taste, such as meats. We can describe some vegetables as well. But yes, we can use umami as a way of describing taste, which is interesting. Yes. I like bitter coffee and tea. Ooh, yes. Yeah, coffee is a little bit bitter, of course. So those are some of the ways that things are cooked, and of course the tastes as well. As I said, this is quite a vocabulary heavy topic. So we're looking at lots of different words and phrases. We can use these to talk about things that we like or dislike, right? I like grilled fish, but I don't like smoked fish. There we go. I was going to say steamed. Smoked fish. I think if it's overly spicy, we cannot enjoy the flavour so much. Maybe, yeah, maybe. That could be true. Saba, I love English food. Thank you. Yes. Some English food is good. I recommend roast dinners to everybody. Yes. Okay. So now comes another interesting part, and this is something that is, again, possibly unfamiliar in some countries, right? Dietary requirements and allergies, right? So what are dietary requirements? These are things that people don't eat or they cannot eat because of an allergy. For example, vegetarian, right? Someone is a vegetarian. Usually it means they don't eat meat. But some eat fish, right? And I believe vegetarians still eat dairy food, such as milk, cheese, cream, things like that. So that's a vegetarian. Vegan is a little different. Vegan means no animal products. So no dairy, cheese, cream, milk, eggs, and no meat of any kind. So no fish, no meats, no pork, no chicken, nothing. That is vegan. So there's a little difference between vegan and vegetarian, of course. Chica, can you say it's umami? It's like it's savory. Yeah, I suppose, but I think the word, especially in English now, the way it's used, it's umami is used as a taste. So it's like, you could say it tastes like umami. It tastes savory. So yes, we could use it similarly like that, of course. But yes, yeah, it's an interesting one. I'd never seen it before. All right. But my question to you guys is, in your countries, vegetarians, vegans, are there many people who are vegetarian or vegan or not? Right? In England, it's becoming more and more popular. In America, again, it's becoming more and more popular. But how about in your countries? Yeah, of course, in Japan, in the Philippines, in Algeria, Morocco, South America. Do you guys have many vegetarian or vegan people? Yes. Pan, hello. No problem at all. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, Rosemary, it was something that I was surprised at. Arya, now it's taking off in India. Wow. Right. Fantastic. In Algeria, we are vegan. Nice. Cool. Myanmar, yeah, we have some, but not so many. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. I always think it's interesting to talk about like vegetarian and vegan, because In Japan, yeah, Chika just said, not so much in Japan, yes. Although there are a lot of good products in Japan for vegan and vegetarians, especially soy products, right? Right, okay. Nadia, thank you. Cool. Interesting. All right, so Amina, hello. In Algeria, they are not numerous. Okay, right. Thank you. So, another one. We can also say something and then free, right? For example, dairy-free, right? We can describe people. She is a vegetarian. He is vegan, right? We can also use dairy-free, right? For example, no dairy products like milk and cheese, right? Nothing. Meat-free is another good one to use. No meat products. Usually white meat and red meat. If you only eat white meat, you could say red meat free as well. That's okay. We could use that one. But yes, meat free means not eating any meat. Gluten free is another popular one nowadays. Things like bread, pasta, cakes, pastries, anything like that. Anything that contains wheat. Effectively, most food usually contains a wheat product, and that is gluten. And yes, many people are now gluten-free. So, for example, you can say, she is gluten-free ever since she saw a doctor last year, right? Or, for example, he is dairy-free. He decided to eat a lot of soy products instead, right? Yeah, gluten-free as well. Yeah, there we go. Vegetarians are more popular than vegans in Myanmar. Yeah, I think vegetarians... Yeah, I think it's more popular because it is easier. It's not as difficult. No cheese, no milk, no dairy, no eggs. It could be quite difficult, I think. So yeah, vegetarians probably are more popular in many countries. I do agree, yes. Yes, so we can use things like something free. I am, or he is, or she is something free, right? So those are interesting dietary requirements. Okay, this doesn't necessarily mean that they have an allergy, right? Some people are gluten-free because they have a gluten allergy. That's okay. But some people choose to be gluten-free, right? Some people choose to be dairy-free, right? It's a choice. There is an allergy about milk protein too. Yes, it is called lactose intolerant. And I will come to that in just a second. Which is allergies here. Okay. So we can talk about something which is something allergy, right? Allergy, right? Or we can say allergic to Okay. In Morocco, they eat anything unless humans. No. That's funny. Okay. Interesting. Please don't eat humans. All right. Let's take a look here. For example, the first one, right? We can say she is allergic to eggs, right? So allergic to something, right? He has a nut allergy, right? So again, something allergy, right? So of course we can say I am allergic to, and then something, or I have a something allergy, right? I have a gluten allergy, or I am allergic to gluten. Yes, we can use those ones there. All right. And as you can said here, as you said about milk and dairy, intolerant, right? For example, when I was younger, I was lactose intolerant. It means to have a dairy allergy, right? Actually, this was not when I was younger. This was my brother. Yes. When he was a baby, he had a lactose. He was intolerant to lactose. Yes. So we can use intolerant, meaning that your body cannot take the things that you are eating, right? So that's why we say something intolerant. And most of the time it's only lactose intolerant. That's the main one that we use for this one, a dairy allergy. More and more old people in my country are interested in eating meat-free because they may think that it's good for their health. Interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting thing to think about. Yeah, older you get, interesting stuff. I'm not allergic to gluten, but I don't eat it by choice. Exactly. So you can say then, in that case, Amina, you could just say, I'm gluten-free by choice. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. I love your sentence as well, but if you want to have another variation, you could say, I'm gluten-free by choice. Fantastic. Yeah, great. All right, awesome. Now, types of food. This is the part that I got excited about today. Because I think this is fun. So we have different types of food, of course, right? Traditional food. Yes, we can say something is traditional. And these are dishes that have been passed from generation to generation, right? So yes, we can talk about traditional food. For example, in Japan, sushi is a traditional food. It's been passed from, many, many years ago to, of course, now, and then they will pass it along to the future, of course. So we have traditional food, right? Which is an interesting one for us to think about. I eat anything except snake, rat, frogs, and insects. Okay, great. We're coming to those ones in just a moment because we can call them something interesting. Other type of food is junk food. Someone mentioned it earlier, which I thought was brilliant. Food that is not good for you. It's delicious, it's nice, but it's not healthy, it's not good for us. High in sugar, high in salt, fat, things like that. So that rhymes. But yes, it's not good for us, of course. In our countries, shan noodles is the traditional food. Yes, and shan noodles are really lovely, really delicious. I love them. Yes, very good. Okay, probably in England, traditional food would have to be fish and chips. Yeah, I think many people are, familiar with fish and chips in the UK. Of course. The next one, exotic food. Exotic. Now, this is maybe an interesting one. We say exotic food, right? Because it's usually something that we don't see and that we cannot get in our own countries. So we would say something is exotic, right? Yeah, it's strange for us to use that, but we use it because it's not very familiar. So we can say exotic food. An example of exotic food would be, for example, someone eating snake. What else? Monkeys, maybe. Yes, that would be considered to be exotic. Yes. All right. We can also say this one as well, which is quite good. Local delicacy. Yeah, local delicacy is a good one. Bugs. Yes. In our country, couscous is a traditional. Yeah, couscous is lovely as well. Awesome. Dragon fruits are exotic. Yes. Yes. Very good. We can also say local delicacy. Again, this is something special and unique, similar to exotic, right? For that country or that area. So we would say local delicacy, right, is a good one to use. Another one here, we can say street food, right? Street food. Food that is often sold on the streets. This is very popular in Asia, right? To have street food, especially in Philippines, in Thailand, I think in Myanmar too, and I'm sure many other countries have similar traditions as well. Street food, it's food that we can buy very easily, but not from a restaurant. It's from someone on the street. So yes, we can say street food. It's a good one. Nice. Ganesh. Very hard to find. I see. Okay. Yeah, some places do. Yeah, good. Yes, in my region, couscous. Oh, good. We have stroop waffles in the Netherlands. Is that local? Yeah, of course. Yeah, that could be a local delicacy. Yeah, absolutely. It just depends on your local dish, right? Your country's dish, your town's dish. Yeah, anything could be considered to be a local delicacy. All right. I love Indonesian traditional food. Great. Okay. The next one that we can use, and I don't usually use it too much because I think we have better choices. For example, exotic food, local delicacies. But sometimes you may hear people say weird or strange food. That just means that the food is unfamiliar to us, to the people talking about it. So in your country, maybe it's not weird, maybe it's not strange, but for maybe tourists, visitors, it might be a little bit strange, or it might be a little bit weird. Some people eat grasshoppers, for example, but other countries, they don't. So it could be considered to be weird. I think that we can use it in casual conversation, but just to be a little bit careful that we don't make people feel uncomfortable when you say weird or strange, because maybe they feel sad that you think their food is weird or strange. But in all honesty, we never mean it to be horrible. It's usually meant to describe something that is unfamiliar. Yes. All right. Cooked snail. Really? Oh, squidgy. Okay, Ari, hello. Yes, it's been a few weeks. Lovely to have you. So, therefore, I've got something a little bit different for us today. And that is looking at some local delicacies, right? Let's see here. Okay. Right. So, I would like you to guess where the food comes from, okay? So, let's take a look at our short quiz that we've got. These are looking at local delicacies, exotic, maybe a little bit strange for you as well. But let's have a look here. Right, the first one that we're going to look at, jellied eels. Right, jellied eels. Okay. Chica, thank you. Okay, interesting. So, which country do you think has jellied eels? The UK, America, or Mexico? Which one do you think? All right. This is not, don't worry if you get things wrong or if you're not sure. This is just sharing some interesting information. Okay. All right. I'm not going to give it away just yet because this is fun. Okay, cool. All right. So there's a few of you have got it right. Okay. Yeah, interesting. So Ganesh, you said Mexico, Steve, Mexico, Chica, Mexico, Rosemary, Mexico, Julia, Mexico, good. Amina, okay. Ari, interesting. All right. Actually, the others, of course, nobody guessed America. Actually, it is from the UK. Yes, this is one of the strange dishes that we have in the UK. Jellied eels. You can often buy them at the fish and chip shop. Jellied eels. Yes. Yes, you did get it right. So, I'm sure many of you guys will get this one. Balut. Yes. Balut. Which is a duck egg, of course. With the, as you can see, embryo still inside. Thea, is it your favourite? No. Jellied eels. I can't stand jellied eels. No. No, no, no. All right. Where does balut come from? Japan, Peru, or the Philippines? Okay. Yes. Balut is a boiled duck egg, but the embryo is still inside. Yes. Len, I will eat it if you eat it. Yes. I've never seen you eat one, so go ahead and eat one. Balut is also popular in Vietnam. Yes, I think it is also popular in some other countries, Southeast Asian, but it originated, maybe it originated from China, but I don't know. I think it did originate from the Philippines. I'm not sure. No, this one is the Philippines. Yes, it is a local delicacy in the Philippines and also in Vietnam as well. The next one, 100-year-old egg. Is it Cambodia, Hong Kong, or Costa Rica? Yes, a 100-year-old egg. Doesn't sound delicious. It must smell quite bad, I think. Yeah. So I wonder how strong the smell is. Yes. Where do you think a 100-year-old egg? Yeah. My God. Really? Okay. Awesome. This is kind of fun because we get to kind of see different types of food. right? And lots of different guesses, a little bit different answers. It's a bit different to what we usually look at. You can live more 100 years when you eat this egg. Maybe. That's probably why people like it, right? Yeah, good. Okay. Saba and Ganesh, yes, you both got it correct. Chika, you got it correct. Ari, yes, you got it correct as well. This is from Hong Kong. Absolutely, yes. Very good. Very good indeed. Now, the next one. Natto. Natto is interesting. Spain, Canada, or Japan? Yes. What kind of egg is the 100-year-old egg? I have no idea. Here we say century egg in Singapore. Oh, there we go. Yes. Cool. Yeah, 100-year-old egg, century egg, both, yeah, meaning the same. But yeah, good. Ganesh, awesome. Yes. Okay. I'm sure most of you know this one already. I think I mentioned it before. Yes. Natto is an interesting one. Yeah, good. Natto is fermented soybeans. Yes. And often, I think people use, or they put raw egg onto the natto and they mix it in as well. Yes. Interesting. Yes, you are all correct. Japan is the correct answer. Well done. Very good. Okay, the next one. Poutine. Yes. Have you guys heard of poutine before? Maybe you have. Is it from Australia, America, or Canada? Right? Pan, well done. So poutine is chips, like French fries, cheese curds, and gravy. Right? Yes, poutine. Yes, is kind of like chips, French fries, gravy, and cheese curds on top. Yes. Really? Oh, it's also a duck egg. Okay, thank you, Ganesh. I didn't know that. All right. Yes. Yeah, good. Some of you got this one right. Good. Sadriega, hello and good evening. Okay. All right. I never heard of it before. Yes. Good job, Ari. Well done. Fantastic. Sadriega, yes. Chica, good job. Saba, well done. Basma, absolutely correct. Canada is the correct answer. Yes. If you go to Canada, you can certainly get poutine. It's great. It's nice. Okay. Next one. Fried spider. Yes. This is the last one. Don't worry. This is the last one. Cambodia, China, or the UK? Which one do you think is the correct answer? Yes. Fried spider. This is Len's favourite, actually. Yeah, Len wants to eat this, I think. What on earth? Yes. Good. I think maybe it could be two, but I think it originated from only one country. Like, it's very popular. Yes, especially the spider is like a tarantula, right? A bigger one. Yeah, not a small one. This is China. It should be China. Cambodia. Oh, okay. I got my own question wrong. Cambodia is the right answer. Well done. I did see it in China once, but yes, Cambodia. was the correct one. That was it. I was thinking about something else. I was thinking about toad. That was it. Yes, Cambodia. Indeed. All right. My mistake. I got my own question wrong. That was terrible. Okay. So, let's have a look here then at these ones here. All right. So, we had a look at different types of food, of course. Now, what I want us to do is to have a look at conversations. How can we use some of the vocabulary, the phrases, in a conversation? After the conversation practice, we're going to have a look at idioms to do with food as well. So let's take a look here first. What kind of food do you like? I absolutely love spicy food. The hotter, the better. I enjoy it when the food makes me sweat. What about you? Really? I can't stand spicy food. I never have. However, I do like exotic food. Whenever we go on holiday, we look for local delicacies that we haven't tried before. Have you ever tried balut? No, I haven't. What's that? It's a boiled duck egg that has the embryo inside. I tried it in the Philippines. It's very popular street food. Oh, that sounds proper weird. I don't think I'll be trying anything like that soon. What's the strangest food that you've eaten? Well, I don't think it's very weird for most people, but I ate takoyaki, which is fried octopus balls in Japan. They were nice, but I don't think I'll eat them again. Once was enough. Okay. So, as you can see there, I did use, using the term strange or weird. But it doesn't mean that it is bad, right? So, for example, when we say that's proper weird, it just means that it sounds weird and strange. Something that we are not familiar with, that we haven't heard before. It doesn't mean that we are being disrespectful or we're being rude. It just means that we're surprised that it sounds a little bit strange, a little bit different to what we're used to. So, let's give it a try. What we can do is, you guys can be the blue sentences. I will be the red ones. Okay? So let's give it a try. I'm going to read the red sentences. You guys can read the blue ones. So let's give it a go. What kind of food do you like? Okay, your go. Please try. Really? I can't stand spicy food. I never have. However, I do like exotic food. Whenever we go on holiday, we look for local delicacies that we haven't tried before. Have you ever tried balut? Your go. It's a boiled duck egg that has the embryo inside. I tried it in the Philippines. It's very popular street food. Your go. What's the strangest food that you've eaten? Your go. Okay, great. So let's change around. Okay, this time you can use the red sentences. I will use the blue ones. All right. So get a different feel for a different side of the conversation. So let's give it a try. You guys will start the conversation with the red sentences. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, please go. I absolutely love spicy food. The hotter, the better. I enjoy it when the food makes me sweat. What about you? Okay, your go. No, I haven't. What's that? Okay, your go. Oh, that sounds proper weird. I don't think I'll be trying anything like that soon. Okay, now it's your go. Well, I don't think it's very weird for most people, but I ate takoyaki, which is fried octopus balls in Japan. They were nice, but I don't think I'll eat them again. Once was enough. Okay, well done indeed. As I always say, that is just an example conversation that we could use with, of course, some of the sentences and vocabulary that we looked at today. Of course, we could talk about allergies. We could talk about, being gluten-free or dairy-free. That's another conversation that we can have with the vocabulary and phrases we looked at today. There were so many possibilities, and it gives us a wide range for us to talk about, right? This was just one example of the type of things that we can talk about. So I hope that helps. As always with the conversation, it's good to practice. Even though it may seem a little bit strange, a little bit stupid that you are practicing with yourself effectively, but it's a great way to actually practice. It's a very underrated way of practicing. So I'm going to try and do these conversations as much as we can, because it is really, really useful to get the kind of the rhythm of conversation as well. So let's move on and have a look at some idioms which have food in the idiom, right? Okay, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. So let's take a look at idioms, right? Idioms are fun, and of course we hear them used in many different ways. So let's take a look at 6 idioms that are really, really cool for us to use, which have a link to food, right? So the first one is in a pickle, right? In a pickle means someone is in trouble, right? Or we are in trouble. Yes. So we can say in a pickle is fine. The next one is half-baked. Yes. This one is when something is not thought through, right? Something is half-baked. It's not really finished. You didn't think about it much. Yeah, it's not good quality, right? Yes, maybe rushed. It was rushed. So we would say it's half-baked. It's not quite finished. The next one is a good one. For peanuts, right? This means cheap or low price, inexpensive, right? So for example, you could say, I'm not working for peanuts, meaning you are not going to work for a low price, right? Or a low salary. Yes, we can use it as that. This one is a good one. Have bigger fish to fry. That means more important things. Yeah. When we're talking about bigger fish to fry, it means there's something else that is more important. The next one. Packed in like sardines. Yes. Packed in like sardines means that it's crowded, right? You cannot move. Yes, it's a very crowded place to be. All right, the next one is use your loaf. Use your loaf. It means think about something. Use your brain, right? Yeah, it's a great one to use, actually. When we say loaf, this means your brain, your head. So in this case, it means to think about it. Think about something. All right. So let's have a look at these idioms in action, right? And then we can go over to our quiz, which is here. Yes. All right. So let's take a look. Food idioms are gonna be here. There we go. So let's take a look at the first one. Seriously, what are you doing? Come on. Right? Da 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 da. Pack in like sardines. Fry bigger fish. Or use your loaf. Which one is the best one for us to use here? Okay. So, what do you think? What is the best one for this one? Seriously, what are you doing? Come on. And then, which one? All right. Lovely. Lots of answers coming through. Great stuff. Okay. Yeah, good. I think everybody's got this one. Okay. Awesome. Fantastic. Yes. All right. Aria, yes, you're exactly right. Yeah, good. Mari, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. All right. And yes, you got this one correct. Use your loaf is correct. Well done. Pan. Aria, yes, very similar to use your noodle. Yeah, very good. Very, very good indeed. All right, well done. Yeah, some idioms have very strong similarities, actually. And that's a good similarity between use your loaf and use your noodle. Yeah, good. Yeah, Thi and Ganesh, well done. You got it correct as well. Lovely stuff. The next one. I can't worry about her problems since I have bigger fish to fry, half-baked a cake, used my loaf. Which one is the correct answer for this situation? All right. Good. Yeah, very good. Okay. Nice. Again, I think everybody's got this correct. Yeah, I think everybody's got it absolutely spot on. Okay. Yeah, Thea, Ari, good. Amina, Rosemary, absolutely. Yell, fantastic. Mari, well done. Sadriega, Basma, very good indeed. Julia, yes, you are correct. Since I have bigger fish to fry. Yes, more important things to do. Okay, the next one. His business plan is something, and it will end in disaster. Right? His business plan is something, and it will end in disaster. Half-baked, a bigger fish to fry, packed in like sardines. Which one would we use? Okay. All right. Yeah, good. Very, very good indeed. All right, no problems at all. Yeah, looks like everybody's getting this one spot on as well. Mari, yes, good. Ari, well done. Rosemary, Sariega, yes. Basman, Ganesh, Aria, well done as well. Good. Thea, yes. Everybody, Pan, good job. Half-baked, yes. It's not thought through. His business plan was not good. Yeah. It's only going to end in disaster. The next one here. We were something when we got lost last night. Packed in like sardines, half-baked, in a pickle. Which one would we use? Okay. Yes. All right. Very good. Okay. Nice. Well done. Yep. Yeah, this one's quite an interesting one to use, actually. All right. We were something when we got lost last night. Think about when getting lost. What happens? What happens if you get lost, right? Is it a good situation? Is it a bad situation? Is it easy, right? Yeah. What would we say? Probably not a good situation. So in this case, it's trouble. So we were in a pickle is the best answer. So yeah, Pan, good. Sariega, the second time, yes. C is correct. We were in a pickle when we got lost last night. Yes. Good. The next one. The last items at the garage sale were being sold. Yes. What do you think? In a pickle, for peanuts, or half-baked? Which one is correct? Okay. Which one do you think is the right answer? The last items at the garage sale were being sold something. Yeah, good. Well done. Yep, well done. Basma, Mari, well done. Axleen, yes. Steve, yes. Aria, Sariega, Julia, Yell, Rosemary, Amina. Not this one, no. But Ari, yes. For peanuts is the correct answer. Yes. Means very low price. Yes. Not expensive. Yes. All right. And the last one here. We were something and couldn't move on the train home. In a pickle, packed in like sardines, or peanuts. Right? Which one would we use? Of course. Yes. Very good. This very often happens in Japan, right? Very often. usually I would say every morning it can happen. Yeah, good. Mari, yes. Julia, good. Sariega, yes. Rosemary, well done. Actually, Arya, Amina, good. Yell, yes. Basna and Pan, of course. Ari, well done. Yep, we were. Oh, you use it as well. Awesome. That's cool. That's awesome to use. Okay. Similar. Packed in like sardines. Okay. Yes is the correct answer. Meaning extremely crowded and, of course, busy that you cannot move. Yeah. Great. Very, very good indeed. Well done. Okay. So, awesome stuff. That there was, of course, looking at and talking about food. That's what we did today. We looked at and talked about different foods, different tastes, different types of food as well. So those, I would say, those idioms are not directly related to food. We could use them in many different situations, but they have some kind of food relation to them, but not necessarily used in talking about food, of course. All right. But yes, well done indeed. I hope you guys found all of those things, vocabulary, even the interesting part of the exotic and local delicacies that we looked at today. I hope it was fun and enjoyable, because it was fun for me to create. So I hope it was good. The topic was very tasty, yes. Good. Hopefully I've made some of you hungry. Maybe it's lunchtime or dinner time where you are. So possibly you're very hungry, which is a good thing indeed. All right, Sariega, thank you very much. Awesome. Very good stuff indeed. All right. Yes, it's really fun. Good. Very good. Actually, thank you very much indeed. And as always, if you do have 2 seconds, please just press the like button. If you can, invite and share with friends, family and colleagues. That would be awesome. But yeah, likes are free and easy to do. So if you can, please hit that like button. It'll make a lot of big help for getting more and more people involved in live free lessons as well. Fantastic. Basma, my pleasure. Thank you very much indeed. Start to get hungry. No problem. Pan, thank you very much indeed. All right, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you all for joining me today. I do know that yesterday was meant to be, of course, the day for the live lesson. So firstly, thank you very much for coming and joining on a different day. And of course, also thank you very much for, you know, all of your messages and of course, nice words that you said as well. All right. Lovely stuff. Julia, thank you very much indeed. Of course. Next time will be on Saturday. So please, if you can come and join me again on Saturday, you are more than welcome. And I would appreciate, of course, you guys coming and joining me once again. Same time as today, 9:30. So hopefully I will see most of you, if not all of you, I hope, again on Saturday. But for now, have a lovely evening or lovely rest of the day. And I will see all of you guys again on Saturday night. Take care. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.